A wild patch appeared. Patch used damage increase, attack up to the whole party. Weapons used takedown. It's super effective. A critical hit. Tentabrella is KO. Woo! Patch version 4.9.0. Welcome to Splat Talk, where I let my man Splat talk about stuff related to Splatoon in general. Let's get over the patch notes of Splatoon 2 version 4.9.0. Shoutouts again to Lean for providing us translation on Twitter. First off, Splashomatic, Splushomatic, Aerospray, and Dapple Jollies. All of them deal 57% more damage on Tentabrella's shield. Luna Blaster deals 25% more damage to Tentabrella's shield as well. Gal 52 has 4% more radius for feet painting. Gal 96 has 8% less RNG on ground. Clash Blaster and Rapid Blaster deal 11% more damage to the Rainmaker's shield, and that means Rapid Blaster Pro 2. Carbon Roller deals 20% more damage to Tentabrella's shield, for Splat Roller is 90% more. Explosion now does up to 9% less painting on impact, depending on how far it went. Ballpoint Splatling now has twice more RNG right after super jumping. Curling Bomb and Auto Bomb now go from 150 to 180 of max damage. Stingray now deals 17% less damage to any player if it's being shot through a wall. And with Object Shredder, it now deals from 3 times down to 1.25 times more damage to ink armor. Baller no longer deals 180 of damage when there's some sort of height difference, which has yet to be clarified as well. And for the specials, Kansas Splatshot Pro goes from 200 to 210. Vanilla L3 Nozzle Nose goes from 117 to 190, and Custom Exposure goes from 210 to 220. First of all, thank you Nogami for fixing Gal 96 RNG. I've made a video recently where I addressed the issue of the Gal 96 poor RNG, and you just happened to answer my prayer and reduce the one thing that prevented this weapon to shine on the battlefield. I'm super pumped, especially for Gal 96 Deco. Keep it going, let's go! Second thing I'm seeing is that they are willing to tear apart both Tentabrella and Explosion. It's not about the Tentabrella itself, it's about burying this weapon 6 feet under by making every other weapon deal more damage to its shield and tear it down. It has never stopped through the patches and it only keeps going. Moreover, Explosion does not deserve that cruel fate. I see no one, using this weapon, at the very least in most Western countries. I heard echoes about Japanese players being the ones who use it the most, but those continuous nerfs only seem to appeal to this player base, and no one else in the West. I'm most probably not the only one in the West to think this weapon does not deserve to be nerfed in the first place. And at last, the one thing most players have been waiting for. Stingray nerfs. Admit it, you rejoiced when you heard about those Stingray nerfs. But I believe that's not enough. I believe that the real problems with Stingray started to arise when the developers decided to give this special a radius expansion after firing it for 1.5 seconds. By giving it a bigger firing radius, it made it easier for players to hit the enemy from any point of the map, especially in a position far away from the enemy, to the point that the most reliable way to take down this annoying special is to fight fire with fire and take it down with another Stingray. Unless you're smart enough and fast enough to get close to the user's location and take him down before it's too late. And it's not denying access to the spawn that will stop this special from still being unfair, nor is it reducing its damage output. You see the Stinger in Salmon Run? That thing shoots a laser similar to Stingray, and it did not get the radius expansion like Stingray anywhere else. In Salmon Run we can perfectly deal with this because it has a hard time hitting us with that straw hitbox. I could definitely more likely survive a Stingray in solo queue if it stayed the way it was at the release of Splatoon 2. And many others will too. It's nice to address this issue, but it has to be addressed the right way. But we'll see how it turns out the way it is once the patch rolls out. According to the Japanese Nintendo website, this height difference thing with Baller means that this weapon won't deal 180 of damage at a certain height above the exploding Baller. This should concern a player that might be falling onto an exploding Baller, one that is walking on grates above the enemy Baller like in Manta Maria or Kelptom, or even an inkjet user that could elevate itself above ground by pressing the jump button. It's probably a nerf, but a very situational one that shall not affect how Baller is being played in general in my opinion. However, we have yet to see if it still deals above 100 of damage, or if it deals something between 100 and 55 of damage, since the range for 55 of damage remains unchanged. I'm curious to see how that RNG after super jump thing will affect the ballpoint splatling, although I guess it won't affect this weapon that much. Besides jumping into the front line when the coast is clear, there's no point for a ballpoint splatling to super jump. Admittedly, this might affect the ballpoint splatling Nouveau as it uses squid beacons to traverse the map, so if it also affects when ballpoint jumps to a beacon, this can be dangerous for this weapon as it might be more likely to miss its shots. And that's it for those patch notes. Be sure to like and share this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter and Twitch, links in the description below. And if you have another idea of a topic you want me to Splat Talk about, then feel free to suggest in the comment section below. This was Stardust Sonic, and I'll see you next time. Bye!